Yo, y'all. It's your boy, King Cook. 265, King's of Culture, baby. I'm on my way. Just had to drop the kids off.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Mike from the Kingz of Culture podcast at 6man.Mike on the gram. Top of the morning, feeling good.
Oh, what's up? It's your boy, Kels.
It's your boy, Tim. You heard?
You already know. We on the way to the set. About to go film this new episode of King's of Culture.
Check us out. You heard me?
Morning, y'all. It's your boy Jose here. Oh, top of the morning. Got a long day ahead of me. Drop my boy off at school. Lady at home sleep. Mom Dukes and Grandma already taken care of. Oh, man. Looking like the process of success this morning.
What up? It's your boy Ev, a.k.a. Chingscotty_ on Instagram. And I'm on my way to the King's of Culture podcast.
For the culture, Women's Month. Yo, clap it up for the ladies, y'all.
For the culture, Women's Month.
We ain't nothing without the ladies.
Shut up.
So March
no,
is
black
Women's
stay
Month.
home.
Especially not Jose.
Yeah, Jose
What?
works.
Jose's good.
Jose's terrible. Yeah.
I don't know about y'all.
Women's Month.
I'm enjoying this episode. Alright, so it's for the culture topic. March is Women's Month. Going to talk about how far they came and where they're going next. Mm-hmm. So since 1964, just to hit you guys a quick fact, more than 70 women of color have been elected to Congress, which is huge actually. I'm pretty sure back then.
Shout out to Homegirl from the Bronx.
I'm pretty sure back then they weren't allowed to be in those positions.
You know what I'm saying? It's good now. Like we have.
I don't know her
Congress, but damn, only 70 old Congress people they have.
She making an impact over there.
Yeah.
Who? AOC. The AOC. Alexia Ocasio-Cortez. Yeah, she making a big impact.
More than 70, not more than 70%.
Yeah. So I think we chose this topic because it's Women's Month and we wanted to big up women.
Big up women.
We wanted to show how far they came, and how bright their future really is as well. We touched on earlier about just being equal, having equal rights, and I feel like women deserve that more than anyone else.
They are future mothers. We can never have a baby,
and we can that resonates with us because coming from minority culture, we know what it's like to not be looked at as equals, and to be looked down upon or to be seen as inferior. But women are very vital in our everyday functions. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Even from the way we were raised, to the women who made us, and just giving us so many opportunities over and over to be a better man. You know what I'm saying? I feel like sometimes you need a woman to be a better man.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yes.
A woman
Sometimes that's usually what you base your growth on. Is the opportunity to build a foundation for a woman, help a woman, help build a family for that woman. Like women are it's crazy. Like you think like men have power, but women literally make the world go around. Like God chose them to deliver babies for a reason.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I think it's so simple, but it's so crazy that people miss that point. Like we literally can't be here if we don't come through them.
Yeah. Which is why I think women innately have more patience than men. Right? Because I don't think a man could wait 9 months to obviously have a baby. We'd be too impatient. We'd be all over the place. We can't sit down in one place. You know what I'm saying? Not every man is the same, but I think just a symbolization that women, they can be so patient, so nurturing, so understanding. Yeah. You know what I mean? And still deal with a lot, but still, find a way to get results.
Yeah. Kels, let's. I know you want to speak on this before we get into debating up on the women.
Yeah.
Speak on how you think how men as men can treat women. Because I think that's where it starts from.
Yeah. I think we definitely have to treat our women, like if you treat every woman like she was your woman, things would be different.
If you treat every woman like you treat your mother, things will be different.
Absolutely.
How you should treat your mother, respect your mother. Regardless of the fact you don't gotta agree with your mother. I don't agree with everything you do and put that on camera now. Yeah. But I respect you, you know that, and I love you, and thank you for everything you've done for me.
Yeah. Same. My mom. Shout out to Tim. We don't have all the agreements, but I love that lady. Like she taught me how to love a woman. Like that's where I got it from. So without her, I'm not here. Nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know how to
shout out to my mom.
Yeah, love a woman by just loving my mother.
Yeah.
You understand? No, she's in the crib. Like she needs She needs help cleaning up. She needs to wash the dishes. She's sleeping. I used to love like washing the dishes, vacuuming the floor, cleaning the crib. My mom sleeps. She wake up. She be happy. She be happy. No, I just spring cleaning my mom's shop. Moms, you know what I'm saying? I went to a crib like last month. Did some spring cleaning. Did the whole basement. You know what I'm saying? Did the whole living room. All that. Yeah.
She said, "Kelsey,
I got something down in the basement. Did you get that? You were in there for 3 hours.
He said, "Did you make that food? Did you make that?" I said, "I was making me some dinner."
Nah, I mean, but women need your help, man. There's certain things that men can do that women physically can't do at times. You know what I mean? Or at the stages of their career, my mom's about to retire at the end of this year. So for her to reorganize and restructure,
she busts her ass to get to that point. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And it's tough to get through some jobs, even the best ones, to be there for us for so long till you get to that point of retirement. You go through hell to get there, and it could be the best job in the world, and it's work. She had a family. You know what I'm saying? She had a relationship. She got a million other things that she got to take care of, and still go to work, put food on the table, pay all these bills, take care of these kids. Like,
and to commit to something for 25 years, bro.
It's tough.
But women can do that. Women
goes back to the patient.
But I think it's that thought of committing to something. Like women, they find it in them faster than men do. Like I feel like men, we take a little longer to get to that point.
Okay.
To be even when it comes to simple things like being committed to a job.
Yeah.
A man, you're in there like, if the money ain't hitting right, I gotta get out of here. This ain't working.
That's what I said.
And I feel like a woman, she's looking at it like, okay, how can I make a move from this spot?
Yeah.
Rather than move out, you know what I'm saying, just switch the whole job, how can I make my moves? Like she's playing her moves. You know, as far as men, we be like, yo, man, scrap this whole shit. Like, I'm done.
Back to the block. I'm going back to the block. That job was way better than this one.
I think that's one of the places that like men really need to help women at is in the workplace. Like women face a lot of
adversity.
Sexual harassment is huge.
It's real. It's a real thing.
And now, granted, it can happen to men. It can. Let's count that because it does. And it probably you probably would hear more stats on it if men reported it more, just because it seems weird to say that someone sexually harassed.
Kelsey's rule about telling them they're interested, it'd be more higher.
If you told every time.
You told every time.
But I think women face it to the point where it's like
It's unbearable.
you have to keep this job, so you gotta accept it.
Yeah.
And I think that's one of the areas where men have to do better than helping women. Like again, I get it. You want to be able to tell your jokes and say certain things. Like Jose, just have your mouth go crazy, say Black Snake Moan. That shit can get you kicked out of the job. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to be aware of what you're saying. What you're saying gets you kicked out of here. It might. But I'm saying, like, in the workplace is probably one of the biggest places, like, where you got to be able to help them get through those tough times. Like, if you see something happening, especially for black women, I'm gonna give a shout out to black women. They face the most. They get paid the less. They get paid the less, but they're the most educated. Like, how is that possible that you get paid the least out of any ethnic group, man or woman, but you are the most educated? They go to college the most. They graduate the most.
The women go to college, bro.
So black
girls be having,
but black women, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at certain areas, like it's astonishing to have a woman that reached a high level position.
Yeah.
Where you would think like it would be more common, especially now.
Yeah.
Women they had the right to vote a long time ago. They were in boardrooms making decisions. Like, how are you not a CEO? Like, I think sometimes we miss it. Like, we just running for president.
Yeah.
Like, it's crazy to the point in the field now where we have three.
What, Senate?
Running for president.
Yeah.
We have three. So we have Kamala Harris, Kristen Gillibrand, and Amy Klobuchar.
Okay.
And that's like a story to have three where you think like, bro, if 45 made it, anybody could run for
Anybody,
president. Like, how is it not more women taking the opportunity?
Yeah.
But when you have a situation when you had, like, in the last election, when you have a Clinton, and despite things that she accomplished, people still knocking her.
Yeah.
And it's not simply for the fact that, like, it got to the point where you want to break her down so much. I'll talk about your relationship that, you know, the mistake your husband made, rather than the shit that you do. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, you supported a man like that?
Yeah.
It's like, damn, like, y'all don't want her to win that bad? Like, you gonna bring him up?
That ain't her fault.
Is she running for president?
Yeah. I want to ask you
Like, how you hold that against her?
I want to ask you a question. So the state of women and how they're viewed upon, like their perception in the hip hop culture. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just even bigger than hip hop culture. I just think in the
music,
media world, media world. How do you guys think women are perceived as nowadays? Like online, social media. You know what I mean?
I think from what we see.
Yeah, from what we see, right? And what? Okay, so my question is,
What
is it that you're seeing amongst these women in our environment on social media nowadays?
They're putting the created women in the forefront and keeping the natural women behind.
Okay.
Regardless if you're white, black, whatever you are, you're seeing the fake boobs, the fake ass, the fake nose, the fake this. This is all in the front.
So plastic surgery.
Plastic surgery. So we're if you're like someone like 18, 19 years old and you're growing up in the social media time era, you look. That's what you want. That's your trophy.
Yeah.
When back in the 80s and the 90s, the trophy was the natural woman.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's the problem right there. Our women are growing up saying, well, they're not going to look at me if I don't have big titties, big ass. They're not going to look at me that way. When it's really what goes on in your mind.
Yeah.
Your mind propels you to your future success.
Prime example was the Kardashians.
Okay, that's a good example.
Prime example was the Kardashians with that. I mean, if you go back to photos of the past of the Kardashian girls or even the Jenner girls, their skin tone is pure white. They have used enhancements to change their skin to perceive themselves as colored women. They've made also their bodies from plastic, the butt shots, the plastic surgery on breasts to create curves to look like our women who already have that naturally.
Nicki Minaj as well. It's not just say the Kardashians. Nicki Minaj as well.
Which why? So what do y'all feel? Y'all think it's too much nowadays being online and all that?
Of course.
Yeah.
I think like women are like, you have some who are putting their lives on the line to fit a standard that's out there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay,
Go to the art.
she look, like her Instagram is dry. I want a better Instagram.
Not for your body.
Yeah.
So that chick, she got the better Instagram. How did she get that? And then you look at it, she's always taking the ass picture, her butt always showing.
Yeah.
She got to put it up in a
Sexualized these
position.
days.
Heavy sexualized. Heavy sexualized.
Even to compare, I don't want to. Not even to cut you. I'm sorry, but not even to compare. I don't want to. I respect both of these women's craft, right?
Yeah.
But majority of people know Cardi B. They don't know Janelle Monáe. Janelle
No,
Monáe doesn't
just-
show anything, and she's
is
way more
so
talented than Cardi B.
dope.
Wait, I'm not discrediting Cardi B.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not discrediting her. She's had a great career, a great start of her career,
Yeah.
right? But Janelle Monáe has grinded since like 2006, 2007, probably before that. I don't know how long, but she's been in. Look at her like she
stage presence is
so dope.
her performance is
so dope.
We worked there, and I think somebody came upstairs because it was in the theater. And they was like, "Yo, Janelle Monáe was amazing."
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying, like to watch her live, and she was nominated for a Grammy this year.
Absolutely.
She bodied her performance.
And she performs at every award show. Like, you know what I'm saying? But the average Joe don't know who she is because she's not revealing herself.
Yeah, actually. So let me. Okay.
I'm
That
not
question.
Joe.
Yeah. That question.
I don't know who that is.
Yeah. Is like, for example,
talented.
now say you have a Bernice Burgos, right? And then say you have somebody like a Janelle Monáe, right? Now say the opportunity presents itself. Now both women make themselves available to you. They come to you and say, "Hey, what's up? I'm trying to get to know you." Now you have to choose between the two.
Why you gotta do that?
Exactly. yeah. I'm taking you down that road because we say X, Y, and Z, but we think other things. We think A, B, and C, but we say X, Y, and Z, right? So what I'm trying to say is, you take those two women, they come up to you, they present an opportunity for you to date either one. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Which one would you date and why?
I would date Janelle Monáe.
You
The
gotta
one night would be with.
But that's what I'm trying to say. If you only had to choose one, you feel what I'm saying? You had to choose one. And I think even though we would say Janelle Monáe for the obvious reasons, we would say Bernice Burgos for the other obvious reasons as well.
Because
now, what's going to pull us away from Bernice Burgos and take us to Janelle Monáe? You know what I'm saying? Long term, right?
It's how she, it's how she approaches. Like off the visual, like men are we're aesthetic creatures. So everything we do is based off of what we see or hear. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the aesthetics for men.
Yeah.
So if I see her, like I know Janelle, but I see Bernice,
which is why
I feel like what they put in the forefront.
Yeah, which is why I think we get thrown.
But that's why, because it's aimed for you. It's aimed for the man because he's gonna go after, you're gonna like all 1,000 pictures because of what she looks like.
Absolutely.
When you know what I'm saying? When you see something from Janelle, it's like, okay, it's gotta really capture you.
Yeah. And I think
you can't be distracted by it.
It's our mindset.
But I think Janelle Monáe is dope.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You have to know what you want before you even the opportunity presents itself.
Music. But I think that also I think women have more confidence now than they had previously. And I think it's weird because as crazy as social media is, it allowed them to do it. It allowed them to have more confidence because I can put it out there however I want. Mm-hmm. You know, so you have the Bernices or the Amber Roses who are very comfortable in their sexuality. Like I can show you everything, and I feel like you
only get it if I allow you to get it.
Yeah, like I can be fully naked, and you can't tell me what to do with that.
But see, I don't discredit that. My thing is it rubs off the wrong narrative to someone else. Because you're in a situation where you feel I'm comfortable with my skin. It doesn't matter. I was born nude, so I don't mind showing off my body. Mm-hmm. And then someone else looking at that a younger may not take it that way. Yeah. She may take it as like I have to do this to get in this situation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And in reality, you don't have to. If you're comfortable, you're comfortable. There's nothing wrong with that. But I'm saying people just think that I have to be sexy in order to get to a certain point.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Like even at the workplace, most bartenders, right? I'm gonna sit this down. I want you to see this and see that. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna tip me more. And that is true, but sometimes it's not true. Sometimes people just tip you off your personality.
Yeah. Sometimes people just cheat.
True.
Okay. So all right. So is there anything else that we feel like us as men that we could contribute towards women that can help them like propel themselves to the future? You know what I'm saying? Given where we are right now.
Stop breaking them down.
Us as men gotta stop breaking them down as well.
Yeah.
I seen something on the internet. I think yesterday about the whole Kardashian and Tristan Thompson thing.
Yeah. And
people are like blaming Khloe Kardashian for Tristan Thompson's mistakes. But it's not even like a mistake at this point. He got a problem.
That's who he is.
Yeah.
But there's people all over the internet, even famous people coming at her like, oh, maybe you're the problem, or you're trash, or...
Like what? How is this her fault?
I'm not even gonna lie. Gilbert Arenas went on.
I didn't want to say who it was. Gilbert Arenas got online. He said, "Yo, maybe your pussy is trash." How is this her fault?
Yeah.
Because he has a problem.
Okay. Well, all right. From that perspective, it's a little different because everything you see or read is hearsay. Right? Yeah. You don't know the nature of their relationship. You don't know what's happening behind closed doors. So let's stick to things that we know from our.
But even in that term though, Chelsea, like I don't like what he's saying. You can't possibly find that to be helpful. Yeah. So who? Exactly. Who did that help? Did that help women feel like, you know, I should stop accepting that cheating man? Like no. They told somebody like, yo,
if she kills herself behind
their sexuality is horrible. I'm not.
Let's say in real life. And I agree with you. Some can have this.
Like even we don't know their relationship, but I think
that's the nature of social media nowadays, though.
Yeah, but that's my thing. People are too comfortable disrespecting women. You're too comfortable. Yeah. Just because I get on the keyboard and literally call you a slut and all kinds of shit, like that don't mean I should be doing it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like, just because now to his point, somebody will write in the comments, oh no, Janelle Monáe, she mad whack, or just you know what I'm saying, write some crazy shit. And it's like, how are you helping their progress by doing that? Like, and then so it's funny because you'll sit there and you'll disrespect a woman. Mm-hmm. But then when she tries to own herself and put her personality, her natural self out there, you're gonna shoot that down too. Yeah. So you trying to be fake, and then when you're not fake, that shit is whack. Yeah. So what's good?
What's double-edged sword? Right?
I personally think that women can't, in certain people's eyes, women can't win.
I'm sure they feel that way sometimes.
Yeah, like it's true though. It's like anything. Like if I don't bring her name up, but if my man cheat on me, right, and I go back to him, I'm done. If my man cheat on me and I go find another man, I'm a hoe.
Yeah, true.
How can I win? As a woman, how can I win? It's like, yo, bro. So now if I go back to the man, I'm dumb, I'm stupid, he using me, he gonna go do the same thing again. But now if I leave him and I go mess with someone and I mess with someone else, say it's a week later.
Yeah,
like just say
I think like this.
Yeah.
My grandfather used to say, son, it's not what they call you, but it's what you answer to. So you're mad, you know what I'm saying? That's a fact. Nah, that's a fact.
I'm gonna drop this now in the
so it vibrates to the room. But no, I think that, really, that's what it is. Social media has become a place where, you become very, critiquish.
Let's jump into the business.
You know what I'm
saying?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I
I
was
think that.
like to what you're saying. I think that's one of the ways to actually help them. Like, give women confidence without social media. Let them know that you are beautiful, you are smart, you are worth it.
But women have to take that as a compliment and not as me trying to get you too. Because I can say, hey, good morning, beautiful. It doesn't mean I'm saying, morning, beautiful, give me a number, I want to talk to you tonight.
I find that to be a discrepancy a lot of times. Like if you give somebody a compliment, then it's. But you also got to look at it like, 3 blocks down, she had to do a follow-up for 3 blocks saying the same thing you just said.
Yeah.
So it's kind of weird because, you know what I'm saying? You truly meant it. Like, you look nice today.
Yeah.
And she like, you can get that good reaction with just like, thank you, and she gets on the train.
Yeah.
Or you get that one person, damn, I ain't even trying to, you like, whoa.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? She done passed the construction dudes back there. It was like, oh, yo, baby.
And then when you say no, they're like, fuck you, yo. They're like, yo.
You know the funniest thing, though?
Don't do that to construction. Come on, y'all.
I always thought that was like, that don't happen. Literally happened. Like, one of my coaches, she walked past the construction site. They were
whistling.
Oh, yeah, baby. I was like,
all right, so since we spoke on what women go through, let's go to bigging women up, like the businesses, the progressions that they've been enduring. So a fact here is there are 2.4 million African American women-owned businesses in 2018. Most owned by women 35 to 54, which is great. We should clap it up for women for that. And some women were able to, a big group of African American women were able to go through all of the things that they went through and became owners. So what do you guys think about women in ownership? Have you ever worked with a female who was like a CEO or boss or a supervisor? Like how you?
Yeah.
Like at my job right now, I work at as a woman who leads a department. Our whole sales department at CPS. Joanne Ross, and under her leadership, like we have #1 viewership. Our TV ratings for the Super Bowl were good. Well, Grammys, and like the culture she's built is it's funny because like people will say like a certain thing about a woman being in control of something.
Yeah.
Being based on emotion and things like that, but it's like she's about business.
Mm-hmm.
You here, you working. You're gonna work. You're gonna, you know what I'm saying. You get the accolades, but you're gonna bust your ass to get to where we need to be.
Mm-hmm.
So she's doing a great job. But I've been in a few areas where women were in control or the boss, and it's been pretty well. Like even like for my department, like just my manager in my office, I work in news and late night. She's young and black.
That's dope.
And Erica's killing it.
That's dope.
You know what I'm saying? She's killing it. So she's probably around Kelsey. She's 35.
Whoa, Pops ain't that old. Ain't that old.
33? You graduated 03.
Huh?
You graduated 03?
I graduated when I was 17.
Huh?
I graduated when I was 17.
You want to make us do the math, man?
Nah, but he trying to throw my joint out.
I didn't say the same around.
Approximately.
You 32?
Hey, approximately.
What are you supposed to
She's in her 30s.
The tone of his voice.
Black is in her 30s, and she's running the department. She's doing a good job.
That's dope.
I personally haven't worked under a woman that's powerful.
You have.
I have not.
I won't say her name.
I have not.
Yeah.
But I witness it. I see it all the time. There's a lot of females on my Instagram starting businesses, whether it be hair or eyelashes or opening a boutique or something.
Yeah.
Sell that weave, baby.
Yeah, we gonna
see
shout
that.
out a few.
I see that all
businesses
over the
women
place.
businesses for you
I
guys.
think it's amazing.
Absolutely, it is. It is.
And it's smart for them because they know
what they're doing.
Yeah,
For sure.
and they know the product that they're selling. Like, it's smarter to get in an area where you are fully versed in than to try something.
They
that
know
you
what
never
we
done.
want.
You've been braiding hair for your whole life. Why not do it?
Yeah, and get paid.
Absolutely.
Now, I said that between 1997 and 2017, the number of women-owned businesses increased by 114%, which is a rate that's like 2.5 times higher than the national average. So 114% in 20 years, that's a lot. You know what I'm saying? So, like you guys mentioned, definitely get into something you know. And I feel like it's not just women, it's everyone. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you know something, you feel like you're proficient in it, and you can like advertise or market it well, it's a business for you. You know, IBOs are the biggest, that's what America's about, being an individual business owner, right? And so now that women are actually increasing their percentage of businesses owned, it says a lot. It says a lot that, you
And we have
know,
the
we're moving in the
opportunity
right
as well to
direction.
do that as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. You guys,
I mean, I'm glad to be a part of this generation where so many women feel empowered to use their voice and their skills to
propel themselves.
propel themselves in this generation, create the leaders that they've become. And, we got young business owners. We have women in positions of power that they have never been there before. We got a woman in Congress currently right now that's making so much noise politically, and it's just insane to see that finally there's a Me Too movement where it's almost impossible, where you have to be completely careful with what you say because they talking.
We should have been at this moment.
And it's such a beautiful thing because back then, our ancestors, our parents, they were afraid to speak because they needed to get by.
Yeah.
The women that were raised by these women feel propelled to represent them, and now they're speaking up for them. And that's a lot of power.
Yeah. All right. So I think it's safe to say that women's wealth is definitely much needed.
Much needed.
You know what I'm saying? And we appreciate y'all women. Thank you for everything y'all done. And the things you continue to do.
Special shout out to my mom's birthday month.
Alright, so before we wrap it up, Mike, why don't we have a bunch of women here, like their own businesses and that they run, they own, they have their Instagrams. Mike is gonna shout them down all around. There's like 10 of them.
You want me to shout out the social medias and everything?
Yeah, shout out to social media where they can find them, their name, their Instagrams, and
You mean if I can't pronounce it?
Yeah. You scared to announce it?
Alright, we got Keshley Hair Custom Wigs. Keishley Hair Custom Wigs. Find them on Instagram at 2_ KESHH Lee LEE, and same thing on Facebook without the underscores. What else we got here?
We got Lanice Ryland, which is a hair and handmade custom wigs. You can find them on IG at VELLADAME_hair. And then we have Stringles. Stringles, you can find them at STRINGLES.SHOP, which is curated for the culture. They do accessories and stuff like that.
Kiki's so good. Kiki's good, I'm sorry. Key's Kitchen and Catering. On Instagram, you can find it at KEKESGOOD. That's Key's Kitchen Catering.
We are Phenomenal Women. It's a domestic violence organization. You can find her at IG at Shanice G. That's spelled SHERN EICEG, capital G.
And we got Elise Dyco, a clothing designer and stylist. You can find them on Instagram at ELYSEDAICO.
We have a personal blogger at Nell Love Writes. We also have a personal trainer at Body X Brittany on IG.
And we have an author and astrologer, Astrology by Mecca. You can find them on Instagram at #1 Mechanism.
MECCANISM, just in case you.
Actually, I have one more. One of my friends, one of my teammates from high school. Shout out to Shoutout and his lady, Jasmine. They do food down in South Carolina.
Yeah.
It's Brooklyn Bites.
Okay.
Brooklyn Bites on Facebook and IG. Brooklyn Bites. And they do T-shirts with Kiba.
Okay.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, I want to shout out
Wife
somebody.
definitely.
Yeah, shout out somebody too.
Jazz.
My hairstylist. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, took care of the boy.
Hey, you gotta show love when you can, man. Shout out to Joyce Jones, Bows and Arrows. That's her company. Also, Galadia Modia is the salon that she works out over the Queens. So go check it out if you need your joint done. You know what I'm saying? You need it right. Holla at me. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to the woman entrepreneurs, though.
Also, we got a birthday.
Go check them out.
Mike. Happy birthday to Mike.
Yay!
What is this, velvet?
That LeBron year, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Fuck, you mean that Jordan year?
Proud to be alive.
Also, we want to scream rest in peace to Molly. She's part of our podcast. Her grandmother passed away recently, so she wasn't here today. So we want to shout that
We
out.
send our condolences.
Wow. Richard.